now that we've both seen The Avengers and The Dark Knight Rises, we can conclude that we definitely like The Dark Knight Rises more. Now, not to say we didn't like The Avengers. I thought that movie was great. I mean, our overall rating for that was actually an 8.7, which is still really high. And until we reviewed Batman Begins, that was actually the highest rating we gave to a movie prior.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's still impressive, but as much as I like the movie, Dark Knight Rises was superior.
So here's the thing. The Dark Knight Rises is the end of the Batman Nolan trilogies, right? So you have two movies already built up, and this movie is going to, put everything on the table. The Avengers, on the other hand, it's actually kind of like the first Avengers movie. Sure, there were 5 other different movies before that, but they all had their own things going on, and this was the first time they actually all get together and had to, do what they had to do to protect their planet.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, personally for me, I always liked Batman out of all the superheroes more than anything, because he was a little more realistic because he used equipment. He used weaponry. He didn't have like some kind of superpower or anything. I always found that a lot more appealing, and there was always a more darker atmosphere to Batman, because I mean, usually because he's out at night anyway.
Batman is far more appealing to a general audience around the world. This is a human. He got his skills by training in various ways. Unlike Superman, he's born to mortal, and the Hulk, he got his powers by accident, and yada yada yada.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sure, the powers the Avengers have, I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, they're awesome, but I mean, some of them in some ways can be kind of ridiculous. Like, it seemed in the Avengers, whenever the Hulk was fighting, you had like this, you felt like the safety of that. Oh, okay, the Hulk is here. The Avengers can never lose.
Yeah, Hulk never took damage. He never felt pain. He just kind of, kept going, even though he was getting blasted on a building, like, let's say. It just didn't matter. Iron Man is the only, Avengers that's, similar to Bruce Wayne as Batman, because he is a human and he built his own equipment.
Yeah.
He built his own suit.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Captain America, to an extent, is kind of realistic because compared to the other Avengers, because he uses a weapon too. But the thing is, like, they did that science experiment or whatever it was that made him like really, really strong, which is obviously less realistic.
Yeah, they injected like nano machines or something like that into his blood.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like the two movies, they can be compared because they're both kind of like apocalypto movies. In the Avengers, they get attacked by aliens, and what's it called? In The Dark Knight Rises, Bane comes up, and he occupies Gotham. So in that sense, you can compare them.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe The Avengers is a good enough movie to deserve this comparison. I mean, Dark Knight Rises I like a lot more, but they're both very solid movies.
If you notice, The Avengers is kind of more of a child's thing because the aliens come down and they attack randomly, disorganized, and it's like, what, a couple hours, and then they just kind of like, close up the portal and like, oh, everyone's okay again, and they go back to their normal lives. But Gotham, on the other hand, is occupied for a series of months, right, by this guy. It completely changes their lives, their social system, their structure, the infrastructure, everything, right? This is the superior movie.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope you enjoyed our analysis between the two movies. We like them both, but love Dark Knight Rises compared to the Avengers.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us which movie you like more and why.
This is BroadswordMedia signing out.